My name is Kelsey Smith. I'm the director for Community Print. We're a community print shop in Olympia, Washington. We've been here since the late 90s, so over 25 years now. We've been in a lot of different locations over the years. And as we've moved, we've collected more materials, and basically our goal is to just kind of teach other people mostly the art of letterpress printing, but we also do all different kinds of printing here. So in the past few years, we've gotten several new presses. You can do regular relief printing here. We have a risograph, which is a really fun machine for illustrators and zine makers. And we do collage, we do book arts, everything that kind of has to do with paper and ink. So right now I'm just setting a little bit of type that we're gonna print together in a minute here. When I first encountered letterpress, it was actually at Community Print. We were, at the time, located in what's now called the Knitting Mills, the 508 Legion building, which is right down the street from here. And the upstairs was kind of like a creative hub for a lot of different folks. K Records was up there. Lots of musicians, Stella Mars and Al Larson were two of the people that started Community Print. They got some donated materials from I think like a newspaper in Wyoming, and they brought them all in, and they all kind of figured out how to do this printing process together. So we've always been kind of like a peer learning by doing, learning by making mistakes kind of organization. So when I first moved to Olympia, my best friend at the time that I made in Olympia, Katie Baldwin, printed at Community Print, and she brought me over there, and I was immediately entranced with this whole process. And then I was taking a lot of printmaking classes at Evergreen, and when I graduated from Evergreen, I didn't have anywhere to print because I didn't have access to the printmaking studio anymore. So like many others, I came to start printing at Community Print, and I started learning how to do letterpress printing. And that was, I graduated in 1999, so 26 years ago, and I'm still here, so. So we have all different levels of participation. We try to kind of provide something for everyone. So we have things that require no commitment, like drop-in sessions. So we do drop-in jelly printing sessions once a month. We have a drop-in collage night that we collaborate with 3 magnets across the street. And that's a really popular event that happens one Friday evening a month. And then we do things like Arts Walk and Open Studio, just to kind of introduce people to the space. If people want to become like an actual paying member where they can come in and use the studio, they have to take either an Introduction to Letterpress class, which is a 2-part class, or an Introduction to Risograph class, which is the other kind of printing track that we have. We actually have one of those classes tonight. And then once they take one or the other of those classes, or some people take both, they can become a member, and they can either do what we call a pay-as-you-print option, where if they don't want to pay an amount of money every month, they can pay just when they come in to print. Or they can pay a monthly fee, and our fee right now is $40 a month, pretty reasonable. And that gives you full access to the studio, so you can reserve time in here, check out a key, and come in and print for as many hours as you want. And we have both of those kinds of members. And then we have people that just come to collage night, or come to jelly printing, or come around Arts Walk and make a print. We have all different kinds of classes too, besides the ones that are a track to membership. So we do book arts classes, we do all different kinds of printmaking classes, linoleum, reduction linoleum printing, and then we do some advanced letterpress classes, which Jamie Heinricher from Sherwood Press, which is on the west side, teaches on these platen presses over here. So that's like a little bit of a level up from our introductory class. So we do collaborate with the ACE program, which is a program through Avanti where students at Avanti High School who are interested in pursuing the arts as a career can do like a mentorship situation for I think 4 months at a time. So we've done that before where we had a student that came here and took classes and learned how to do things here. And we're kind of looking to do more classes that kind of are good for kids. And then we sometimes have class visits here. So like in the past year, we've had students from St. Martin's, Avanti, and the Waldorf School have all come. And then in the past, we've had like a Girl Scout troop that came and did those 2 prints, The Friendship is Magic and The Teamwork Makes the Dream Work. That was like little kids, a Girl Scout troop. So some of our equipment isn't super safe for younger kids, so we try to kind of like tailor what we do based on how old the people that are coming in are. But we are interested in doing more classes for kids. So we received the Inspire grant last year for the first time, and the Inspire grant just came out through the City of Olympia for the first time last year. And we applied and received some money, and that was actually a huge game changer for us because we've always been a volunteer-run organization, and I have kind of the level of responsibility has been increasing as time goes on and more people use the studio. And so last year, for the first time ever, our board voted to pay me a stipend for the work that I do here at Community Print. So that was a huge help for me as someone that's volunteered for a really long time here. And it also allowed us to provide scholarships we had scholarships for 3 BIPOC or gender nonconforming artists to come and use the studio for free and take some classes for free for 6 months. And this year, when we applied for the Inspire grant, we lengthened that scholarship to a full year. So if we get the grant this year, people will be able to apply and use the studio for a full year for free. So yeah, and equipment and all sorts of things that we couldn't afford before that we purchased since we got the grant. So. We keep our website very up to date, and our website is community-print.org. The one without the hyphen was taken, but all of our classes and all of our upcoming events are listed on our website. We're going to be moving into the Armory, which is very exciting. I think in the past, 25 plus years, Community Print has had to move more than 10 times, and all of our equipment is very heavy, and moving is kind of a hard thing to do for a letterpress shop. So when we move into the Armory, I think we're going to have some stability since it's a city-run building and a creative campus. We're going to have the opportunity to collaborate with some of the other anchor tenants like GC Media and Pride and Hummingbird Studios and all of the other organizations that are going to be moving in there. And yeah, we're really looking forward to moving into that space. We'll have a little bit more space, a little bit more functional space, no leaking, and I think that'll provide us the stability that we need, because every time we have to move, it's a setback. You know, we kind of have to start from scratch a little bit. So we're really looking forward to that, and that's, I think, happening in late 2026 or early 2027 is what they're predicting. So.